Yeah, so today, just felt like talking about the future of sports photography with everything that's been going on. My connections around the world, basically. Lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff not happening. A lot of sports starting to start back up from what I understand. A couple of things are slowly coming back into play. Not a lot here in Oregon, though. I'm in Oregon, and they haven't made a decision on what's going to be happening, so it's kind of annoying. I'd like to know more, but they won't answer my questions. I would bet for sure once we get back into it again, it's going to be limited attendance. That would be my major guess. I would I would think that professional level and upper, division college one type level, they're going to try and get back into it as soon as possible because they have a lot of financial obligations and it's in their best interest to get that running again. However, I do believe I read that the NCAA president said there would be no sports if the universities weren't back up and running. Something like that. So I guess we'll wait and see. On the high school level, could be anything could happen. I'm thinking high school level, only people allowed into the arena or to the gymnasium or wherever you're at is going to be the essential personnel, teams, coaches, scorekeepers, officials, which could make our jobs even more important. We'll be there to capture that history, to make that history for everybody. Looking bad in Michigan, huh? In the summer? Yeah, that's... In Salem, Oregon, I understand they're thinking about starting their summer leagues up for the rec leagues, but as for USSSA, stuff like that, I haven't heard anything from them. I've sent some emails out, but I think they're just still trying to figure things out because this is all pretty new to everybody. But it'll come back. We know it'll come back, obviously. No, it's what form is it going to come back? What's going to happen? So if you get high school level and say they only let essential personnel in there, what about photographers? Obviously, we're essential. Will that be limited? Will you have to work for an organization in order to get in? Will you need to be tested? Questions. I have lots of questions, and they won't give me the answers to these. Could be interesting. But the thing I'm looking at here is the potential for a sports photographer to become kind of important again, to where we don't have, a bunch of grandpa, grandmas, moms, and dads down on the field with us shooting. We'll be the ones capturing all those memories, which makes us a little more important than we used to be because, everybody's got a phone. They think they can take pictures with phones and they can do everything with that, but we know that's not true. There's a little more to it than that. I actually got some images here we're going to be looking at shortly. Had a friend of mine send me some stuff and said, hey, will you just take a look at these? I took them, this last fall. Last fall? No, I think it was a few years ago, some football photos he wants me to look at. South Dakota, no summer sports? Oh, man. Not going to be a fun summer for some of us. I've had to resort to shooting wildlife in my backyard and down near the ocean in the bay and maybe done some landscape stuff. Wildlife is close to sports. You got to be, you have to have your settings just right. You got to be fast. Oh yeah, Bob, lots of questions. And no one's given the answers yet. The best we can do is speculate. But I think our jobs could become more important. I'm even taking the approach, I might do a slight pivot. I've reached out to the schools to see, first off, what their thoughts are on this whole thing and what they think is going to be happening. And also to possibly pivoting just a little bit, getting me another employee to where I can live stream these events. I know I've talked to some of the parents and they said they would pay for a live stream event. They won't pay a lot. But they will pay some, and if some of the portions of the proceeds, of the money go to the school, which I could do that. That'd be no problem. But they're only willing to pay gate tickets, so $8 to $10 for football. Let's talk about football, because football basically, that's how the rest of the sports do anything. Without football, they pretty much pay for all the other sports activities unless you get into this, unless, like a team makes it to a state championship. 302.8. Oh, there's never a bad time to pick up another 302.8. Come on. Yeah, well, hey, you can send me one of those. I'll take an extra. I'm missing that range. I'm missing the 300 range. But could be some fun times coming up. I know one. Which is at the? Let me look it up real fast. One of the colleges in California said they are not going to have any fall sports. This is collegiate sports at all. They've already decided that. Hey, it's fine. I don't care. I'd rather see them do it. Kind of messed up my March Madness this year. So all excited for March Madness and nothing. So what do you guys think? Any speculations you want to say out there on what possibly might happen, how sports photography might look in the upcoming months? Summertime, probably not much going to happen, but what about next fall? What do we got going on? Anything exciting you guys can think about that you see happening? Aside from limited attendance, which is probably a given, which of course is, you get the professional level, you can isolate them kind of, but you get the collegiate level, you can't really isolate the players from everybody else that goes to the university or college. So how do you separate that? Can you separate that? There's got to be a way. I don't have the answers. Wish I did. So hey, why don't we look at some images my friend sent me that he wanted me to look at, and so I could give him some pointers. Let me just change the view for you guys real fast. Where'd it go? Boom. Ha, there we go. Okay, get me back on there. There we go. Yeah, Bob, I think it'll be fine. It's just going to take a few months for everybody to figure things out, the best possible way to make everybody safe. Keep everybody safe. Like I said, I think our jobs are going to become more important. Because a lot of the schools, I'm going to talk mostly high school. Because a lot of these kids, this is the last time they will ever play sports. Most of them will not make it on, maybe to a junior college, community college, but more than that, that's... So these are the last chance they can get images of them participating in their sport. And I've had a few parents reach out to me I've shot a lot of sports this past year, and they've reached out to me saying, do you have images of my kid? So it's one of those, it could be even more important to make sure you get a shot of every single player, even the ones on the sidelines or sitting on the benches. Because you got parents who are probably going to be reaching out for you and saying, hey, I need some images because there's nobody else out there to take them and I can't go to the games. There's been talk of allowing maybe one parent per student to go, or not per student, per athlete participant to go to the game. So that could be interesting. All right, so what do we got here? This is, I said a friend of mine sent these to me, wanted me to give me my thoughts. You can give me your thoughts as well on what you think. Some football photos he took a while ago. How long ago did he take these? Let's see. It's not showing it. No, it's a D70. D70S. Wow, that's an old camera. Shot at 1/500th of a second ISO. I'm guessing he's around 1200, 800 on this one. D70 only goes up to 1600, so was it 1/500th of a second? That's kind of slow, but we'll see what happens. Pre-game, obviously, pre-game shot. Nothing exciting. Yeah, more pregame stuff. All right, moving along, more pregame. Nothing exciting to look at. Hey, Elfig, what's going on? Contact sports, how will they conduct the sport itself? 6 feet. You got to keep 6 feet apart. No more contact sports. That doesn't happen. God, there aren't many sports that aren't contact sports. Okay, there's a handful. Depends what you consider a sport. Let's stick with the basics. So you could do golf. Golf would be pretty easily done. Tennis, badminton. To go for the basics, let's talk about the basic sports though. You got that football, major contact, basketball, major contact, softball, some contact, not near as much. There's still some there though. So yeah, that's a good question. How do you play contact sports without any contact? Same thing with soccer. A lot of manning up in soccer, and from what I understand in Germany, I believe they are playing soccer right now. So they figured it out. But that's more. I think it was more on a professional level, so they can easily test the professional athletes better than they can. Let's say you get in high school, community college, lower college level, that could be tough. Yeah, it's going to be contact sports, man. People are going to want it. People love their football. They got to have football, especially those Americans. Crazy Americans. This image isn't too bad. It's definitely out of focus. Which part of that is the 1/500th of a second. And it may have been moving the camera just a little bit. Shouldn't be that bad. So yeah, hey, maybe we just get rid of all contact sports together and yeah, disinfectant spray. That's right, after each play. Wait, we've got to watch football. Something like that. Oh, that could be crazy. Especially basketball, it gets touched by so many people. Soccer, they're using their feet, so not near as bad, but you got to throw it in, Yeah, it's a lot of things, You just see a bunch of players standing there online. You're closer than 6 feet. Get away from me. Start spraying, Okay, this image it's kind of a cool image. If it was in focus, I wouldn't mind it. You got the face. Eyes are kind of closed though. I don't like that. What else we got? Come on. Hey. There we go. Now the pregame standing around. Nothing exciting. Horizon's a little off. Now, if you're this team, looks like it's Camas Valley or somebody like that. Probably wouldn't mind images like this. If you're invested in the game, you might like these, but not me. This one's kind of a cool shot. I like this one. Wish I could see his face a little better. That'd be nice. It's in focus. Let's have a little fun with it, shall we? Just real fast. Got nothing else to do. Let's do a quick edit, shall we? Let's first straighten it. These are all crooked so far. I don't care about these players on the sides. Let's just focus on this guy here. Maybe we could come all the way in. Get rid of those guys. Don't need him. You could probably go to there. This one's not too bad. That image isn't too bad. I can live with that one. I like to see him though. I know a lot of officials, they actually would like this, image as well. All right, let's go. Let's move along here. Good basic shot, nothing exciting, just kind of getting ready. As far as images go, not a great shot. Yeah, not another. It's an okay shot, not great. I like it better if the ball was here a little closer and you could see the player in his face, but you can't do that. Yeah. And you got the extra, I guess that's a practice field back there. Practice field, so you got the other goalpost back there, which makes the image kind of crazy to look at. It's like, what is going on? Now that one's cool. What's the next one? Okay, let's look at this one. Like this one. You got the face, you got the ball. Looks a little... Nah, I guess it's in focus. I think it's just the camera. So let's play with this one too. Let's have a little fun. Don't need anybody back there. Kind of like this player. And I'm just using the Windows editing software. I was in the mood to open up Lightroom today. I'm just going to give him a quick look at these images. So you'd want him over here at least. Give him some room to run. So you can make it look halfway decent. And if we crop even more, let's crop even more just for fun, shall we? If we go in even tighter. Yeah, see, there you go. I like that. The one thing I would say, I can tell he's standing up when he's taking his image. He's not as low as he can get. I would definitely get lower. The lower you get, you know, it makes them look bigger than life sometimes. But yeah, that'd be a lot better. What else we got? Well, that one's not in focus at all. We still have the same shutter speed, 1/500th. Yeah. It's got to come up. Or it's just, or it could be poor technique. I mean, they may have tried to catch up to him real fast, taking the first, let's see, where's the previous shot at? Then they came toward him, so he came this way, so it might have been a little bit of everything. Shoot loose, crop tight. I've heard some of the pros say shoot tight, crop tighter. And I think it depends on the image and what you're trying to convey with your images sometimes. Now this one, obviously there's nothing, it's after the play. Again, he needs to get lower on this one, a lot lower to give you a better perspective. If he's going for the lineman, this might be who he was trying to shoot with the lineman. I could handle that. If his eyes was open, it'd be better. It's okay, average shot. Yeah, it's a Nikon D70S. So yeah, that camera did really well if you had a lot of light. When there's not a lot of light coming in, it looks like this was a little bit overcast. So it makes it a little more difficult for that camera. Nothing going on there. That's nothing on that one. See, we just move along. Oh, there's the guy. Why is he focusing here? Here's the player. Unless you're going for these two guys, that'd be cool. But that's the guy at the ball, so that one's a little, yeah. I'm not sure what's happening in this image. Hey, you got some friction going on, got some action, but it's out of focus. Actually, he's in focus. Well, that's interesting. Where'd he come from? Do you have any idea? Let's see where he's usually at. Nope, can't see. He's a lineman, obviously. So he's in focus, but he's not. That's interesting. I'm just guessing he was focused here and he forgot to refocus here. Obviously not using back button focus would be my guess. And that's fine when you're just getting started. You got to start somewhere. That's cool. Back button focus will save you so many times later, though. See, it's still out of focus there. Let's see. I wish I could see some back guys somewhere. See, that's not too bad of a shot. I'd rather see him in front of the play shooting that direction than from behind the play. Just for fun, let's go and do a quick edit, shall we? Yeah. Yes, my hope is, sports come back sooner than later, but I want everybody to be safe. Now, see, that's not bad. But again, if I'd like to see him in front, shooting that direction, or even a little more parallel with him, that would be nice. So I can live with that shot. Nope. Another out of focus shot. He's in focus. Had to ask him about that. I don't know what lens he was using. Definitely didn't have enough reach. Another out of focus. Hey, look at the guys over there. Ha. See, down low. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot down low. Hurts my knees when I do that. When shooting soccer and football. What else? Basketball, I'm sitting on the floor, so that's usually okay. Now that's just, there's nothing there. I'm not sure what, I don't know what's going on with that one. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that one. Yeah. It's You ever do that? You ever take someone else's image you see like in a Facebook group or something and say, "Hey, I can make it look better." So you edit it. I do that all the time. I never show the people what I edit unless they ask, but I do it all the time. Where's OBS? Yeah, that was not bad. If that's your team, colors look a little better. Like I said, I'm just doing quick look in the Windows editing software. It does a pretty good job. There we go. Hey, we got Mr. Official. Nice. I'm not going to edit that one, though. I like that one. All right, so the ball's way down there, so you can't really tell. It almost looks like he has a... I'm saying shooting around 80, maybe 150 millimeter lens right there. Just not getting very close. Out of focus. That guy should be lower over here. Is he shooting vertical? Crazy guy. Yeah, nothing. See, this guy's in focus, but he's not. That's happened several times in these images. So it makes me believe maybe it's not him. Maybe it's his lens. Maybe it's his camera. Could have some focusing issues. Maybe you have to do some auto focusing adjustments. Some fine tuning. Okay, it's way too many problems with this image. And that's a problem you find too. You get out there and you take some images and you don't realize the background is men's bathroom. It's just, hey, must go lighting, good lighting. It's just nothing. Nothing going on. That's after the play. Don't care about that one either. Yeah, that's after the play. Before the play, but no. They are in focus over there, but he missed these. They missed the players altogether. Okay. I think he has a camera issue. Or he's just lazy. Maybe he's lazy. That was kind of fun. I like seeing the defensive player there. You don't always have to, make the shot about the offensive player. You got the defensive guy doing some cool stuff, getting ready to tackle him. And somebody tackled him. But it's after the play is over. Let's move on. Okay. Nah. All right. Ooh, some fans. I like that. Those kids are having fun. Let's do a couple things. A lot of times I'll take some crowd shots and then I'll go through and do like a crop on it because some of the crowd just isn't into it like you would expect. I wish I had her. That'd be cool. Like that old guy there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can't do much with that, but at least he's looking around, looking at other things to take images of, because there's always more going on than just what's happening right on the field or on the court. The other one's out of focus. Yeah, there we go. That one's good. Let's see a little more cheering. That's so cute. Now we're getting a little better, a little better. Let me go back. Still looks, yeah, see, that one's definitely, okay, yeah, see? That's the center. Unless he's got his focus points in the wrong spot. That guy's in focus. They aren't. Looks like the guy behind him might be. No, he's even out. Yeah, pretty average photos. Nothing exciting. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. Wish I could see the ball. If I could see the ball, that'd be good. Oh, now I see the ball. But it's blurry. See, and he's in focus again. Oh, wait, go back now. Focused, focused. And they move. He's in that plane. Yeah. Yeah, I think we have either a camera or a lens issue. I mean, it is a D70S. It's kind of old. That's an older camera. I know you can do stuff with old cameras, but it seems like the guys on this side of the screen are in focus and these guys aren't. Looks like he's looking at the camera guy. He should be looking at him. What's he doing? He's missing a leg. Still the same problems after the play. Doesn't do you much good. Still after. Looks like he got a touchdown, though. Yeah, it's good. Some more fans. Always good to get the fans involved. Not bad. If there's a little more emotion going on, like say they just scored a touchdown or something, really, to impact them, it happened. This could be a good one. I'm gonna edit it just for fun. Let's get rid of him. We don't want him in the image. We could get rid of all this empty space. Go and come up to there. So see, that's not bad. I can live with that one. I'll let him know. So I like that one. And when you take the image, you have to remember you're not always going for something real exciting to happen. You don't want major action. Sometimes you have to think of who you're shooting for. If you're shooting for a newspaper, obviously you need to shoot a certain style. If you're shooting for the parents would like this image. It's got the group of kids together. It's showing quite a few of their kids. That's one they would like. Ah, see, that's one of my best. That's one of the best ones I've seen so far. Except he's not in focus. He's a little soft, crazy. So that's yeah. Let's edit this baby. Okay, I almost like it like that. Oh, let's go there. See? It's one of my favorite ones. Got some intensity going on. He's listening to the coach. That's probably one of my favorite images. Yeah, I like that one. I can live with that one. Oops, lost it. Where is... There we go. Nothing exciting. Needs to get low again. There we got some fans cheering, but they are not in focus again. Oh, that's a better one. Too bad they're not looking at the camera, though. They're looking at the field she is. Yeah, so I've seen a few of these images I like, but for the most part, nothing real exciting. Like that, I don't know why that was even taken. Why did you even send it to me? Major out of focus. Are we still at the same? Yeah, crazy. It's like nothing's in focus. And speaking of cropping, there are some photographers that say you should never, ever crop. Never shoot JPEG. Always RAW. These are all JPEGs. I don't care which you shoot. Get good images doing both, so do it. Interesting. Have the scoreboard in focus, and if the coach was doing something, that'd be. That was kind of cool. I like that one. Can't see his face good enough. I'd like to see his face a little better. What else we got? That was kind of interesting perspective, shooting from the coaches looking out onto the field. Kind of like that. But you can't see any faces. You can't see what's going on really as they're just standing around. Could have been an interesting shot. It's not in focus, though. What is in focus? He kind of is, and then it kind of gets blurry, yeah. Part of the shutter speed problem as well. Hey, looks like he's scoring a touchdown. She's in the right position. Getting a good low shot. The ball's coming into the hands. Looks like he probably has it in his hands the way the official's looking. But this image is useless. Now this one looks like it wouldn't be that great, but if you're a parent, again, who are you shooting for? If you're a parent and any of these guys are your kids, you might like that image. Horizon's crooked though. Gotta fix that. See, that one's not bad. Coach have a nice little talk, a little chat, saying, hey, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Now, that could be a good one. See. But it's not in focus. It's on the other side of the field, and you have to understand the limitations of your equipment. Say if you're shooting with nothing more than, that goes up to 150 millimeter, you're not going to get all the way across the field that good. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I almost like it, but it's not. See, he's in focus, but they aren't. I keep saying that because it keeps annoying me. See, that's not too bad. Not great. After the fact. Still too high. Need to get lower, get that nice perspective from underneath. I can't lay on the ground though. I just can't get myself to do that. I'll get down on the knee and get the image, but I'm not going to lie down on my stomach. It's not doing that. See, that's not bad. It's a good shot. If that's your kid, you might like that one. Oh, okay. Here we go. I have a new image I like. It's crooked. Fix that horizon. There we go. It's good enough. I don't really care about him. Yeah, you gotta have some of them in there. Gosh, I hate that. So you can live with that. Or heck, if you really wanted, we could go up to here. And do that, but then you kind of lose, gets a little distorted, a little fuzzy, it's just kind of soft, doesn't look good. Nice. Missed it. That's kind of a cool shot. Wish he was on the other side shooting toward him and not from behind him again. Kind of like that one. Wish he was a little sharper in focus though. I keep saying that. It's not in focus. Again from back. Don't care. They're not looking the correct way. That's okay. It's an okay shot. We're at the end. Nothing exciting. It's about all we got going on, so. Yeah. Nothing too exciting with those. Not that I could see anyway. So I'll give him my feedback and say, hey, you're good. He could be a lot better. Need a lot more practice. Got to get out and shoot a lot more. It's the only way you're going to get better. Just got to get out there and just keep shooting and shooting and shooting. What else I got for you guys? Have anything else I could do? So yeah, future of sports photography. Guy, where's this really going to take us? May have to do some pivoting and shoot some sports that are not your basic sports. Maybe shoot what's it called, dog diving, where they throw something off the end of it like a dock diving. Maybe that's what it's called. And the dogs jump off the pier and they try and get the object that they've thrown and see how far they go. That's a biggie. Maybe surfing. Surfing would be great. Wind sailing. Do some NASCAR shooting. That stuff would probably be happening again. There'd be nobody in the stands. I'd be losing a lot of money. Yeah, so that's about it. Got nothing else for you guys today. Just wanted to check in real fast, see if I could get this system set up and working. Last time I tried, it just wasn't working too good. Had some issues, technical issues. I think I've got them taken care of now. So we'll just have to mosey on. I'll do another live stream later this week. Where's the... see how much of a problem this gives me. Is that working? Yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. If you're new to my stream, if you're new to my channel, that way you can get notified of all the new videos coming out. I've slacked a little bit. Not really slacked, but I've been waiting to see some things that are going to happen before I actually decide what would be the best way I can serve you guys and what you guys need to learn right now. Hey, Bob, thanks, man. Thanks for joining me. I'll probably do later this week. I've got some other images I want to use. I don't know if you guys saw the video I did on Luminar and how frustrated I was with it. Well, I'm going to do a live editing with Luminar soon, so I can see how well it really works. I'm not impressed with the AI, but I was thinking about doing a live broadcast so you guys can see exactly how it works. To a newbie, I've hardly ever used the program. I've used it a couple of times. I've hardly touched it since I got frustrated. I just decided, have had enough of this. I'm going back to my other ones. I'm going back to Lightroom, Photoshop, and those. But I was really hoping the AI would really kick in and you could do... The thing I want to do is speed up that process of editing. Yes, sometimes it's fun to take your time and edit. But from the clients that I have, they want the images out as fast as they can so they can get them fast as they can, which can help bring you some money in faster. Because usually after a few days, I've noticed sales drop off immensely after the first day. And then they really just tank a couple of days later. That's because it's out of their mind. They're not thinking about it anymore. It's not right there. It's part of that attention span. It's just so fastly, you just lose it. They lose their attention span so quickly. So I was hoping the AI would work to where you can do almost like a one-click button and it would take care of all your problems. Then I was hoping on some of the images you get like a really bad, say in track especially, you get some shots of long jumper, hurdles, anything. You got the sky in the background. A lot of times it's an ugly looking sky because of the time of the year they start this stuff, including baseball and softball. Sometimes the sky is just pretty ugly, but they have a sky replacement which doesn't really work from what I've seen with sports photography. I've tried it on landscape photography and it was really good. Actually, let me show you this real fast. Speaking of landscape photography, let's change the window here for you guys so you can see this. There we go. So here's an image off the Oregon coast, taken a few weeks ago. Now the sky is not the most beautiful thing in this image. This was taken with my phone, so it's just an image. But when I take that, let's see if we can do this now. Give you some singing right now. Now there's the sky replacement, all right? This isn't gonna work how I want it, you watch. But you can see the difference it makes. The sky replacement worked really good in this image, really good. So it took this sky right here, which had nothing exciting going on, and I replaced it with this one, which is a lot more dynamic and a little more exciting to look at. And if you zoom in, you can see it did a really good job. There's some fringing going on, but there's not a lot, but it did a really good job. And I was hoping that too can make the images look a lot better. But it didn't work in the sports photographs that I tried. It really failed miserably. I really did not like it. But yeah, so anyway, this sometime this week I'm going to go do a live stream about that, well as do some Luminar editing with sports photos and see if I can become a little more happier with it. Since I purchased it, I should try and use it a little bit more. Where's this gonna? I was going to show you one more thing, maybe if I can find it. Nope, can't find it. So anyway. All right, everybody. Again, thank you for joining me. I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. And this little practice live stream, see if we can get all the bugs worked out finally so I can start doing this even more. I know there aren't many sports photographers who live stream, and I think it would be really good if we had that going on for everybody out there. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'll say that, and stay safe, everybody. And don't forget, get out and shoot.